Hello, and welcome to Leading Up, where we talk about the most important things in your life. We're going to talk about a very important topic today. Today, we are here to talk about how to create an actionable plan for change. And I know that you're thinking that I'll come here and talk about change management today, but no. Today, we're here to talk about you, how you can create an actionable plan to change anything in your life that you really want to change. So we're here to talk about today things that have to do with your life and your kids and your family and your health and your money and your team and leadership. What we'll talk about today has to do with everything. I'm going to share very exciting news with you, and I also have a gift for you, so stick with me. It's all going to be very important and very exciting because we are here to lead up. So let's talk about leading up and making a change. As a leader, one of the things that you need to do is, everybody says, adapt to change. But what does adapting to change really mean? I mean, is it just things that are happening in the company that you need to be positive about? It's so much more than that. There are things in your life, there are things as a leader and in your personal life that you want to change. Maybe there are new habits that you want to create, new ways of doing things. You want to create a change in a way that will get you to a certain level of success in fitness, in relationships, with money, in leadership, in life. Success that you really want for yourself. I've been very curious for a very long time about why people struggle with change so much. Where is the problem with change?
So your brain, our brain, takes about 20% of your overall body energy just to get by, okay? So you got up this morning, you answered some emails, you went on social media, you read the news, you took care of some things, you talked to some people, you had coffee, you had breakfast. You didn't get together for, I think it's 3-4 years. This is a big deal, but you've done those things before. You know how to do that. There's nothing new. Just to do that is 20% that the brain takes from the overall body energy. That's a huge amount of energy. The brain, every time you ask it to do something different, new habits, new ways of doing things, the brain hates that. The brain says, if the brain could talk, if it was a cartoon character, right? Let's imagine it as a cartoon character. Your brain would say, "Are you kidding me? I don't want to do that. I'm perfectly maxed out on the 20%. I'm good." So today, on March 10, 2023, your brain is offering you a deal. And it's a bad one, I'm going to tell you right now. Your brain says, listen, we're going to cut a little deal here. Here's the deal. I want to conserve energy. You want to accelerate and have a better life, better business, better everything. That doesn't work for me. So how about we cut a little deal here, okay? I want to conserve energy, so I'm just going to keep you doing the same things over and over again. And I'm going to conserve energy that way. And you're going to stay super stuck in business and life. How about that? Are you signing the dotted line?
So in creating a change, you are working against your own brain. I've just completed a research, and this is my exciting news, okay? So you ready for this? I just completed a research. It just got published in the Journal of Social Sciences. And the research is that I surveyed 1,000 people at the beginning of 2023. And all these people said, yeah, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to lose this weight. I'm going to get fit. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to be there for my kids. I'll be a better spouse. I'm going to save all this money. I'm going to be a better leader. Yeah, I'm going to do this thing. All of them. And I wanted to see and track in the research what happens later. How many of them are actually able to stick with what they said, that thing that they said that they're going to do. And my mind was blown because what I found out is that all those people that said at the beginning of the year, yeah, I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to make this change, 94% of them dropped whatever it was that they said that they were going to do. They dropped it by the end of February. My message to you is this. knowing how to create a real change, it doesn't matter in what, whatever goals you have for yourself, is a total game changer. I'm in the process of writing a special book for you. That's my next book, and I'm super excited about it. I'm going to share with you a lot over the time, a lot of my journey of writing this book. The book is called The 6% Club, and it's about what it is that the 6% do differently that gets them to actually follow through, to actually do the things that they say that they're going to do, to actually write this book or finish this degree or be there for their family or lose this weight or get more fit or save that money, go on that trip, whatever it is. What is it that the 6% do differently that gets them those results? And some of those secrets I'm going to share with you today on Leading Up. The most common mistake people make when it comes to making a change is that they don't even define an action plan for themselves. So people make a wish. They say, yeah, I'm definitely going to go to the gym more often this year. Or, yeah, I'm definitely going to interact with my team more often. Or, yes, I'm definitely going to eat more healthy. And they just leave it at that. Now, because you are working against your own brain when you're trying to do something different, your brain is setting you up for failure in leadership and life because your brain wants you to keep doing the same things over and over again. So when you say to the brain, yeah, I'm definitely going to eat more healthy, I'm so passionate about it, your brain doesn't even know what that means. What does it mean, eating more healthy? Here is your goal. Your goal in leadership and life is to get as specific and as granular as you possibly can. What you're basically going to do is curb your brain's leeway to set you up for failure. And the way to do that is to get really specific and granular. Yesterday, I was at a keynote, and one of the attendees that later came to the stage, we talked about that, and she went up to the stage and said the following. She said, for 15 years, I never worked out. I always said that I'm going to work out, but I never actually did it. She said, I sat here, I listened to you, and before I even came to the stage, I ordered myself a treadmill on Amazon from my seat right now. When you make a granular plan and you say, I am going to do this thing, this is how I'm going to do it. These are the times that I'm going to do it. This is my backup plan. This is how I plan to keep myself accountable. All you need to do is repeat the same action at the same time for 30 to 45 days. It takes 30 to 45 days for a new neural pathway to be created in your brain. That's a beaten path that is created in your brain by repetition of a habit. After 30 to 45 days, you won't have to work so hard. Your brain won't have to work so hard to do that thing that you wanted to do. It will become a habit. It will become a part of who you are and how you do things. But for those 30 to 45 days, you need to mean business, and your brain needs to know that you mean business, which means that you are repeating that action, you have a very granular plan, and you are going to do it and hold yourself accountable for 30 to 45 days in leadership and life. I'm getting lots and lots of questions every time about making a change. This is the topic that I'm so passionate about. I want to share some of them with you. And after the questions, don't forget, I have a gift for you. So stay with me. I don't want you to miss out on that gift. It's very important for your success in leadership and life. Super interesting question here that I know a lot of you will relate to is, hi, Dr. Michelle. For the longest time, I've been struggling with working out. How relatable is this? Every time I swear up and down that I'll go to the gym, and every time I make excuses and don't go. Last week, I went to see my doctor, and he basically told me that I need to lose weight and get in shape. I am so mad at myself and so frustrated. I'm so worried that I will not be able to stick to my plan and commit. What am I doing wrong, and how can I fix it? So good news. What your doctor basically did was he raised your level of urgency. So if working out so far for you on a scale of 0 to 10 was kind of low, so you knew you needed to, but it was like a 2 or a 3, and you focus on other things in your life, your doctor made it a 10 for you now. Your doctor raised your level of urgency, which is so important. What you need to do now that it's a 10 for you is make a very specific and granular plan. So if you're going to work out, when are you going to work out? On what days? When are you starting? How are you going to keep yourself accountable? What kind of activity are you going to do? From what time to what time? And then set reminders on electronics. A lot of times we treat electronics as our enemy, right? They waste our time, we keep scrolling, but no, you can actually use electronics for your benefit. So what you need to do right now is set reminders on every electronic device that you have to remind you to work out at the time of the day that you designated for yourself. So let's say you said 6 o'clock in the morning, come 6 o'clock in the morning, your phone will be ringing, your watch will be buzzing, there will be an alert on your computer, and from every corner it's going to say work out, work out, work out. It's 6 o'clock, and you're going to do it again, do it again, do it again, and within 30 to 45 days, not only that you'll get healthier, but it will also become a habit, and it will be a part of you and how you do things. Here's a question that I found really relatable, and I know that a lot of you leaders will find it relatable too. Hi, Dr. Michelle. I'm always so impatient around everyone. I'm impatient with my team at work, I'm impatient with my kids, and I'm impatient with my spouse. I'm done with that. I need to make a change. I say this every day, and then there we go. Me and my impatience again. How do I actually change it? Listen, the first thing you need to do is not change your impatience. You need to change the way you manage your day, your time, and your energy, because my suspicion is that you are impatient, not because you're an impatient person, but you are so burned out at this point that you don't even realize how burned out you are. Being so impatient in all aspects of your life is a clear symptom of burnout. And if you haven't watched my episode on burnout, you should totally go and check it out. So the first thing you need to do if you want to be more patient with people, before you even talk about habits and doing things differently, is first of all taking care of yourself. And remember, you can't start a new habit and change your ways as long as you are burned out, because you just don't have the mental energy for it. So step number 1, self-care. Step number 2, set a plan for yourself and start training yourself to be more patient. Start with one person and limit yourself, focus yourself around being more patient with that person, and then gradually increase it to more and more people, and it will become a part of you, and it will become a part of how you manage your relationships with other people in leadership and life. Here's another question here. Dear Dr. Michelle, I'm really struggling with someone at work. No names mentioned, but this person is just nasty. Passive aggressive, gossiping all the time, very negative. I don't know how much longer I can take this. Can I impact that person somehow? Can I do anything to change this toxic person and make them be a little less toxic? Okay. So when you say that the other person is toxic and negative, you can't control that. Obviously, you can't control someone else's behavior. And when we talk about creating an actionable change, the actionable change cannot be changing the other person. The only thing that you have control over is yourself and your reactions to that person. So if you haven't set firm boundaries with that person yet, now is the time to do that. If you let them get with their negative energy into your energy space, into your mental wellness, into how you feel throughout your day, this will be the time to set very firm boundaries to how much of that negativity you're allowing into your life, into your space. You can't change other people. You can never change other people, but you can always change your interaction with another person, and that changes a whole lot. Today at Leading Up, we talked about how to create an actionable plan, and I shared my exciting news with you about my research, and I promised you a gift. So click right here below to download your actionable plan worksheet. It will guide you through how to handle your next 30 to 45 days so that you can make the changes that you want to make. I can't wait for you to start. This is very exciting because once you implement that on one thing in one aspect of your life, you're going to know how to ride the bikes of change, and then it will carry through to more changes and more changes that you'd want to make, and it will have an accumulative effect on everything in your life. So I'm very excited for you. Don't forget to download my gift, and I'm excited for you. Together, we lead up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell to keep up with all the new videos. Also, click on the link to watch another video.